Yeah, so hello, welcome back to my channel. And the last time we discussed about installing WordPress on our local machines as opposed to installing it on the internet, paying for a domain name and paying for hosting services. So we discussed about installing it on our local machine just in case we want to try our hands for beginners, want to try our hands on creating a WordPress site without the initial payment, and for professionals or those who are already grounded, installing it on our local machines just in case we just want to test a new project before uploading it um, to the internet. So now I want us to this video is basically for beginners. So and just to go just a tour around a newly installed WordPress site, and how we can use the dashboard to create a wonderful website. Although we won't be creating a website, just to get familiarize ourselves with what all the menus and all the tools we have in WordPress. And yeah, so let's kick off. Yeah, so starting from this the top menu bar, you can see the logo of WordPress, which refers to a WordPress website. And then this button here is just a toggle between the back end and the front end. So if you toggle it, if you click it, it goes to the front end, and if you click again, it goes to the back end. Yeah. Um, this icon here, I believe, is for comments. If you have a new comment on your website, I think so. This is new for a new post or new media or new page or new user. Just a shortcut to creating any of these um, items. You want to create a new post, new media, a new page, a new user, and there you have your your details, your username. You can edit your profile. You can log out. You can have your image if you feel like I don't. It's not necessary. And then this is your dashboard. Like a quick summary of everything that is quite important on your in your back end. And so it shows you generally what to do next, what actions to take. You know, write your first blog, write an about page, set up your home page, and all that. Customize your site. So these are the things you can also do from the sidebar menu, that is the left sidebar. So we'll be going through some of this. And your site health, very, very important, especially if you are hosting your site on the internet. Some hosting providers don't have updated PHP versions. So these are things you look at. Probably in subsequent videos, we'll be discussing about this, how to um, improve or increase your PHP version. And then probably if your provider doesn't have an updated PHP version, you can also contact them to update their PHP version. And if they cannot, you can consider moving to another hosting company after the time with your present one expires. So you can just have a smooth and fast and convenient website for um, your viewers to to enjoy. So there's it. A dashboard. And the more you install plugins, the more you engage with your website, the more this particular dashboard gets more content. So for now, we don't have much. So these are the things we have. By the time you install your SEO plugin, your maybe your Google Analytics plugin, then have lots more help. Yeah, so homepage is where we are. We can also get to the updates. Right now, I don't think we have any updates. I don't think so. We don't. But we're using the current version of WordPress. Our plugin our plugins are up to date. Our, our themes are all up to date. Automatically, if you have any update, you can come here and update. Then we have a post. And for now, we have only one post, which um, just go ahead and trash. I'll leave it because it's unimportant. So whenever you get a your WordPress site, you get this hello world post. So you can choose what to do with it. Of course, trash is it. But I'll just leave it there. So you can create new posts. In case you're writing a blog, create new posts. If you're writing a blog, I don't think this is important. Um, you know, so you just create your pages and create your menus, and that's it. But once you're creating a blog, you have content coming in regularly. You have to engage with this particular page. Also, you add new posts. This is just an overview of the posts. You add new post categories to add new category. For now, we have uncategorized. So, like I said, for people writing blogs, you can have other categories that you know your blogs will you know take those categories. Tags, the tag of your website and all that. So, media where you add images, video content, media content, and content in general. So in this page you add if you already have all the media files you use for your website, you can upload them all at once. But if you just get one after the other, some people don't plan for their website. You just get the image you want to use for time. You can also when you get to your pages, you upload them one after the other. So pages is pages you create for your menu. So um this is where your menu will link to. So for example, you can have your home page, you can have your about page, you can have your contact page. I'm creating some pages right now. I'll delete this one. I don't need it. And then I'll create the default pages that every new website rather um, has. Every new website definitely have these default pages. So I'll create them now. And except of course if you're creating a one-page website, um, I don't need to do this. But um, home and contact, and then of course about. So home and then publish, publish, and then um, back. Just click on the WordPress icon over there, and then add new. Okay. So next one is about page. Okay. Yeah. Publish. There's contact page. I'm going to leave that private policy page over there because most times it's useful. You can always generate your privacy policy and then just change content of that particular page there. So contact page, publish, publish, and that's it. So we have our three pages, and we can skip comments for now because this is when after you have built your website, the comments coming from your readers or the viewers of your website. So leave that, skip that. Go to appearance, then we go to themes. WordPress comes shipped with three default themes. We have 2020, 2021, and the activated version theme is the 2021 theme. So um, we don't need many things. Because what I do when I have fresh installation is just delete the ones that are not necessary. Of course, I delete all three of them. But we're not installing a theme right now. It's just a tour of freshly installed WordPress site. Yeah, so I'll just take us through adding another theme just in case you don't like this thing and you want to just get a new one. Of course, there are recommended things out there, but you know you can just choose from any of these themes. Some of them are free, and some of them have their pro versions. Some of them come with free and then pro versions. So if you want to do something, you want to do more, you can install the pro version. So um, mm, now, so just click on install. You can go through. This is just a preview. How it's gonna look like. Start out to install. It's very easy, very simple, and everything almost done for you. All you need to do is just click, drag, drop. That's why I love WordPress for very light projects. I consider using WordPress. Yeah, so you can activate it to see how it looks. Um, yeah, so we have two themes, and then okay, I think it installed a third theme for us. So there's no problem. Let's continue. Let's move on. If you view our site now, let me just go search another tab, and then yeah, that's how it looks like. So special, but of course, can always be edited with a builder that is a theme builder like Elementor. Very highly recommended. Yeah, customize works on the look of your front end. Customizes the default color, font, the logo, the site identity like logo and favicon icon, and generally um, you know so like I said, review pro theme. Most free theme comes shipped with their pro, or not shipped, but they always have their pro version in case you are limited with the ones you have. So information, demo content, import, logo, and header. I won't be doing all of these things, but just to show you where to find whatever you're looking for. Social media settings, site identity. You have your site title, the tagline. If you want to display the tagline, just you know, I don't need it, but so yeah. So basically, nothing much. Just go through a lot of other things, settings, social media, enable social media links in header. you know you can have your social media links. That is if you have them add link. Yeah, of course you have to add them before you can show them. Uploading all this right now. Set up your front end. Just the basic setup. This is what you get here. Front page settings, blog section, banner section to install the banner and all that. So basically, each theme has its own customization, page or how it's going to look. Some of them might just have few of this. Some of them will have more of this, depending on the theme and how complicated or easy it is. So um, there are settings, active page settings, archive page settings, read more, post page, SEO settings. You know, uh, basically that's it. So menu creation, although we've been doing all this in the back end, so some of this rather, the widgets and all that. So publish. So the changes we made, right? Made a change here, which is yes, I think get out of here. Then back to the dashboard at the back end of the website. Yeah, so widgets, you can add widgets to your um your website, like the search. You want to search, and like me, I don't want a search. Delete it and add it. You can do whatever with these widgets. Like I said, they come with their themes, so you can add video, you can add text, wherever it is that on the sidebar, on the footer. These are the things you can add. Yeah. So depending on the particular places of that the widget allow you to add things, you can just add all these things there. Like for this footer one, you can decide to add um let's say can I add a calendar? Okay, so I can just say footer one. Okay, add widget, and then I see um UV calendar. No, it doesn't sound interesting, but just to show you what you can do with these things, you know. Let's see if you can see this. So that's it. So you can see this is a footer one, a footer two will just be by its side, footer three, footer four. That's it. So these are the things you can add without creating any of this. And depending on how you want your site to look, you can see the name I gave to it, delivery calendar. There looks um, beautiful, I think. So back to the back end menus. So how to create menus for our site. So remember, like I said, that the menus are links to the pages. So create a top menu, and then create. So location, display location should be primary. Primary will put it at the top where it should be. Footer will put it at the bottom. You can select the two if you want. So let's go ahead and let's select the two and create. So we can add rather the pages. Yeah, so add to menu. The pages we want to be on this menu, top menu. Remember, we can create the types of menu we want. You can create a front menu, a back menu. Sorry, here's the type of menu. You want a top menu, you can have a footer menu if you want. So you create a new menu, for example, here, create a new menu, and you can name it footer menu so that you have maybe some specific items on your footer, and then you don't want these items on your in your top menu. So you can just change switch between the both of them or choose both of them depending on how you want it, right? So home be here, the first, and then contact will be last. Then another thing is that I don't want my home to show because I don't want to have my logo and have home as well. So most sites don't show their home page. For example, if we save this menu, save it, and check our front end is load. You have these three um, menus. I don't like this thing because of where it's placing these menus. But you can see home, and also this logo goes same to home. So I don't want to have two of them like that. So what do? I just right now people intuitively know that your logo will definitely lead you back to your home page. So we tend to leave that out and save. And I need to change this theme. I don't like this theme. Back um, to 2021. So let's go on. We have background. I think this also goes back to the customization page. Yeah, we don't want this. We don't want this. Yeah. So theme editor goes the same way. That back to that customization page. So let's move on to plugin. You can have add a new plugin. You can check the installed plugins. These are the ones we have for now. And then let's add something. So I want to add Elementor. Okay. So what we can do now is install a very great page builder, website builder. So very wonderful. See 5 million active installations, and you can see that when you want to install a a, um, a a plugin, you have to be mindful of how recent it was updated to know if the author of that plugin is actively working or updating and adding new features and security features to his plugin. See, this was updated 1 week ago. You see this plugin 5 days ago, 5 days ago. So these are top plugins. And you see the reviews 5,855, and it's almost 5 stars. And you see the numbers of active installations 5 million plus, 1 million plus. So these are the things you look out for before downloading or installing a plugin. Later in the future, we might be looking at how to create our own plugins, just in case we want to do something, out of the norm, So activate, if you want to activate, and let's move on. This is how to, install a plugin. There are some plugins anyway that you might need to. You can see that Elementor has added its own, tools and menus here. I will be skipping all this. Just move on. Um, yeah. So um, there are some, like I said, add new. There are some plugins that you buy, and they might not be listed here. That you do not get them from here. So you can upload a plugin. So you choose the file. It must be a zipped file. So you can see if you have a plugin in a zip format, you may install or update it by uploading it here. So you choose file, install, and then you get to use your plugin. Let's move on. You can create a new user. That is, if you're working on probably a blog post, a blog website, and you have maybe 3 to 5 writers writing for you, you can just add new. So you have the name. My name is maybe Paul Smith. Paul Smith. for Smith Zia shoes, um for Smith at Zia shoes.com. First name Paul, last name Smith. Website, no website, not required. As you can see, the ones that are required are just there. You can just put them there, and then password. You can put the password there. Uh, okay. Uh, then very important, the role. Yeah. So the role of this user is very important. So you can see that it can be a contributor, an author, an editor, an administrator. So for example, this person is one of the writers for this for the blog of this website. So I can just give author. So what this person will see here in the sidebar will be different. So that there are items that this person cannot go to. Like for example, um, um, deleting and creating pages, for example, or making changes to the layout of the website will not be possible for this person. This person can only create posts, his own posts. He cannot even delete, you know, other people's posts. So you can go ahead and look at, go to WordPress and check out the the rules and what they can do and what they cannot do. So I click on add new user to add this user, and then yeah, so that's it. With tools, yeah. So you have available tools, imports, exports. This is if you have already made. There's a way you can create a website with a CSV file, I believe, or XML. It's XML already created site, and you can import it here. You can also export, I believe, your website. Yeah. So content, you can export it so that you can, for example, you want to migrate or do something, probably upload to a new server. You can do it this way. Yeah. What you can install, all content can be chosen. You can choose post pages, landing pages, templates, media, everything. Select whatever you want and export. I'm doing that today. Probably this video is getting long already, so we could probably look at it some other time. Site health. This gives status of our site health. So you see results are still loading. If you have an issue, WordPress will tell you that you have an issue with your site health. If it's good, if it's bad, if you need improvements and all that. Showing you the recommended improvements. You should improve inactive. You should remove inactive plugins. You should remove inactive themes. One or more recommended modules are missing. Your website does not use HTTPS. So these are things that it has saved my website, but still give it good. So those are things you look out for. Settings, a major place to you know to work on your website. Site shoes, of course, site name, the tagline, um, the WordPress URL, site URL, administration, email address, member. Anyone can register. That if you want people to register on your website, and then the default rules for whoever it is. For example, you build a forum website, for example, or you have a blog website and you want people um to register and comment, log in, comment, and all that. So you can click on this to enable them to do that. Site language, time zone, and date format, time format. All this can be set. Save changes. Then writing, default post category. For example, if you have created a category in the category page, and you want to make it a default category, you can change it here. So this is not important right now, but if you want to be able to make posts via email address, via email, you can set this up. So basically this, I don't think so you can also check if this is working, this your setup is working by pinging, you know, by checking if it works here, you know. So basically I don't do all this. I want to write anything, I go straight to my website, the backend, and do my writing and all that. So your homepage, your latest posts can be, on your can be your homepage displays your latest post or a static page. I will click static page so that it shows my home page, right? If not, if you click latest post, then whenever you whenever you upload a new post, that's what's going to be your home page instead of your home, right? So I changed it to home so that whenever you go to my website, whenever anybody visits my website, the first thing they see is my home on my home page. I hope that is very clear. So your blog pages show at most 10 posts. It's okay. It's okay. And this is even ignorable if you can ignore this if you are not right creating a blog website. So just going to leave all the search engine visibility, discourage search engine from indexing the site. This is not important because search engine may or may not honor this request. So save changes. Well, the other settings are hardly touched. Um, the discussion settings, I'm going through this. You can check this, but hardly touched, like I said. Media, you can check. Whenever you upload an image, depending on the size, WordPress will create a thumbnail, a medium size from that image. So, and these are the units for them, for the width and for the height. Um, Uploading files, organize my uploads into month and year based folders. I don't normally accept this because, for example, you go into um your htdocs, like I showed you. I said htdocs contains all your websites if you're installing on a local server, okay, and on Windows, even on other machines, okay. So your htdocs, your zia shoes, that's the name of my website. When you come to wp content, I come to uploads. See, I can see 2021, and 2021 I can see 06. So this is for June. These are the uploads in June. So you can have uploads in July, August, September, October, November, December, just like that, all the way, and even to the next year, you keep having new folders generated by WordPress. So this is good if you're running a blog website, so that you can have your media files in different months. That is your media files for the months you created those blog posts. But for now, this is like I said, this is a shoe website, imaginary shoe website. So I'm just going to do this. Just I'll select it and then save changes. Yeah. So the next thing is the permalinks. Permalinks. And then this is very very important because it helps your search engine it helps us search engines to to crawl through your site and index your site. So, but if you have something like this jumbled up like this percent, dash, percent, dash, and all that, which is the current selection. So you have your post displaying in this format, your URLs displaying in this format. It is bad for your search engine. So generally, what we choose is the post name. So it's as simple as that. Whatever post you make, whatever page you create, it just goes the name of your website and then dash the post, or the name of your website dash slash rather, not dash, slash the post name of the website slash the page. So your about page is going to be slash your about page, which is very easy for search engines. Yeah, so that is basically what you do here, but it's very, 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 very important. Save, and then the last, not the least, maybe the least, because hardly do I go here. So you can create a new privacy policy page. Change your privacy policy page. Use this page. However you want to do it, you want to create. I just go to a site. I can't remember the name of the site now. I can just Google it, which generates my privacy policy. You know, yeah. So that's it. Very, very important. So done. Um, so with that, you can go ahead. Once these settings are done, you can go ahead and start creating your site, your website.